Hi, my name's Casey. I'm going to be your nurse for today. Can you confirm your name and date of birth?
Alexis Paggi, February 20th, 1987.
Okay. Provide privacy. We did the two identifiers, so I do patient to band if we were in a hospital. Otherwise, it would just be patient to verbal confirmation. So I'm going to start with a head to toe. So first off, hair is clean and dry. Eyes are equal bilaterally. There's symmetry across the face. So I'm going to go ahead and touch your scalp here. I can see that her hair is clean. If you don't want to do this, don't do this. We did head and scalp. We did the nose. We did symmetry. I would do perla. I don't have a light. So if you could look at me, kind of watch my nose. Back and forth. Back and forth. So pupils are equal, round, and reactive bilaterally. Can you follow my finger? Okay, accommodation is good. If you had a clock behind you, you could go do a clock. There's no lumps, bumps, anything like that, anything out of the ordinary. The skin is warm and dry. We would have done like blood pressure, vitals, things like that in the beginning. So that's when you'd say skin is warm and dry. I don't think there's anything else other than that for the skin. Okay, so range of motion, we're gonna do upper extremities first. So I'm gonna take this from you. I'm gonna have you put your hands straight out in front of me. Flip your hands over. Sledge your hands. Spread your fingers. Bring your fingers together. Can you touch your shoulders? Fantastic. So no restrictions in the upper range of motion. See your hand really quick. It's fine. Weird. It's really hard to do with nail polish, but theoretically her cap feels good. Okay. So then we're gonna move down to neck. So do we do a thyroid check for this one?
Just for the general?
Just for the general, we don't check thyroid? Okay. So then I would look and make sure that there's no distension in the jugular. Obviously, if there was, you'd see a pulsation there, so there's nothing there. Calf refill. So we're gonna move into cardio. I'm gonna put this down. So first we're gonna look at Herb's point, which is going to be, I'm gonna like poke your boob here, right here. All right, this may feel kind of cold.
It's the third intercostal space, left side of sternal border.
Okay, so Herbs would check for murmurs. I don't think we do the full cardiology assessment for this one. So otherwise we would do tricuspid, mitral, atrial. No shortness of breath. Do you have any chest pain? No? Okay. So we would then do pedal pulses first, but I'm not going to make you take off your shoes. Radial pulses would have been done initially, so we don't need to do a radial pulse again. Any shortness of breath or wheezing? No? Okay. So then we're going to do respiratory assessment. So it's going to be 6 on the front, 6 on the back. So I'm going to have you go ahead and breathe in. Breathe in again. Breathe in again. Then again. And again. And then you would do the other side, and then lean forward, same thing on the back, 2 in between the shoulder blades, 2 in the middle of the back, 2 on the lower. And you take a deep breath with each one. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Show me one more time.
Do it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So you're basically making like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yes.
So like a domino.
Yes, it's going out a little bit each time.
Like the dots on a domino.
It's like if you put the top of the spine as a point, it makes a Christmas tree going down. Does that make sense?
No.
Okay.
Because I'm thinking point, there would only be 1 at the top.
No, that's what I mean. Like, so if you use this as like a focal point,
I see.
it makes a Christmas tree.
So you're going out
down.
farther.
Yes.
So 2, 2, and then 2. Okay, that helps.
2, 2,
and then 2. Sorry.
Yes.
Okay, that helps me to say Christmas tree. Okay.
Sorry.
That helps. No, that helps.
Okay, now I'm all sorts of screwed up. Where are we? Lungs, exhausted, front and back. Oh, okay, we're good. So we're in abdominal. So for the abdominal non-focused assessment, all we're doing is, so do you have any cramps or discomfort in your abdomen?
No.
Any changes in urination?
No.
Any color, discharge, anything like that? Nope, fantastic. So we'll auscultate all 4 quadrants starting in the left lower.
Right lower.
Lower?
Mm-hmm.
Right lower? Okay. Yeah, thank you. So,
Lower?
That's left lower. Other side.
started left lower. I was like, that's my
Is
right.
that lower? Would you go lower?
You start lower.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell because she's not laying down.
Lower.
Yeah.
Go a
Yeah.
little lower. It's
It'd be
really hard
lower.
to tell where the heck she is.
No, you're good. Here you go.
I think as long as you know the
Yeah.
Okay.
general.
I guess as long as you verbalize.
And then when you go up, it's right under the rib.
Yeah. Yeah, I was way high on that one. And then theoretically, vowel sounds would be active in all quadrants, or vowel sounds would be hypo or hyper. Right now, they're probably hypo.
So it's like,
Yes.
Okay.
I just have to remember to start on the right. Yeah. And then for the lower extremities, we would inspect for edema. So for that one, lift up the chin, push 2 fingers, and the refill is minimal. So she's got none. You technically do 1 to 4 plus, so you could say she had 1, but I would just say no lower extremity edema. See if there's any issues with mobility, any gait instability, anything like that. And other than that, I think that's it.
Is that where you have to do this too? Isn't that on the bottom part of that paper?
Honestly,
on the front
I don't
page?
think
Or is that the next page?
for the mobility assessment, do we do like the range of motion mobility, or do we just do like can they walk? Because the range of motion stuff is in the focused assessment for musculoskeletal, but it just says mobility.
Oh, okay. I just
in
didn't
this
remember
one.
what was on there.
Does anybody know?
I would only
just
do it
do
if you
ours.
get focused.
Yeah.
So just do the range of motion, otherwise just assess gait, and
Yeah.
that might be it. Well, then that would be it for this one. That would be it for your head to toe.
Guys, for in real life, do you think nurses have a cheat sheet? Do you think they have a little thing to go?
No, you
They
just-
probably have it
probably
memorized
so
already,
much.
honestly.
You just do it
But-
really quickly. Like I was watching one of my girlfriends at Barrows, and she goes through her head to toe in probably less than 4 minutes.
Yeah, if you listen to YouTube, there is a YouTube on a girl just talking about doing her head to toe assessment, and there's a video that goes with it too. But I only listen to it. But she just talks about, well, I'm looking here, I'm doing this, I'm listening here, and it's like 4 minutes long.
She does it really quick.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, is there some kind of like resource that if you're like, oh, what do I do next?
I would
You know what I
assume
mean?
Google
so.
5-minute head to toe, and there's a sheet that'll come up. We used it for NAU for the 5-minute stuff, and it's very very similar to this one, except you're looking more. You're taking the chief complaint and doing a head to toe based around that chief complaint instead of looking at everything every time. I mean, they do a really quick scope of everything, but they're not like. If they look at your legs, they're not going to go press in your legs and make sure you don't have edema every day. They're going to look at your legs and go, no, they're still not swollen. Or if you have edema, they're going to reassess them daily to see where you're going with that. But it's not. I feel like we pause because we don't know it, and that's what takes longer.
Yeah.
But if you were to just take what I just did and actually know what you were doing and do it with confidence, it'd probably take me about 4 minutes. So I'd probably go off of this sheet and the 5-minute head to toe because they gave us that sheet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. We all cool?
Yeah.
That's good. I'm feeling better.
Yeah, I have to do it over and over. And that's what I think we should. Well, I was thinking
Are you gonna
practice
do
on that.
Do you
the
want me to do
focus?
focus?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys would put this on me. Well, you haven't looked at these in like 2 weeks.
I don't think any of us have, but the all of us.
That's cool. Well, at least it's not that bad. Okay.
We'll all struggle through it together.
So you're doing the neuro next.
I thought I was. I'm looking at the wrong sheet.
I mean, doesn't matter. I'm just asking.
Yeah, I can do neuro next. Does anybody have the Glasgow Coma Scale rating on them?
I have it. Do you want it?
5 for visual.
The total is 15.
Okay. Okay. You're gonna have to hold this for the cranial nerves because I do not know them, and I'll be totally honest. Okay. Okay. So for the the neuro focused exam, we're gonna do, do you know where you are? Do you know what your name is? Do you know what date it is? And do you know who the president is?
It is.
Do you remember what I just
My
asked
name's
you?
Alexis Cooney. I'm at Gateway Community College. Today is September 28th, 2019, and Donald Trump is president.
Cool. Awesome. So the eyes, so she's blinking normally, she's speaking normally, she's moving her arms around, she's very Italian. So the Glasgow Coma scale would be 15 for a maximal score. So then we'd go into the cranial nerves. So for olfactory, we would do the alcohol swab, and then you close your eyes, take a little packet of alcohol, rub it.
Alcohol.
Okay, so there's your olfactory. For optic, we would do Perla, so we've already done that one previously in the regular head to toe, so you wouldn't have to do that one again. For oculomotor and trochlear, we would do the cardinal fields, so it's going to be, it spells oat. So it's oculomotor if it's going up here, it's abducens if it's going side to side, and it's trochlear if it's on the bottom. So follow my finger. So oculomotor, trochlear, abducens, trochlear, oculomotor. So for trigeminal, can you go like this? Can you touch the tongue with your mouth? Awesome. So, and then we would do sensation of sharp or dull, so you could do that with really anything, like a pen. I have a pen to poke you with? I don't have a pen to poke you with. I'm gonna poke you with a pencil. Okay. So, close your eyes.
Dull. That's dull.
Fail. All right.
Oh yeah, it has to have lead in it.
Well, it's not. Close your eyes.
Dull. Sharp.
There you go.
And what were you just testing?
I was testing the trigeminal.
That's
Okay.
number 4.
That's 5.
That's 5.
Okay. 5
5 is
5 and
trigeminal.
7 are the ones you can put together, right?
No, you're thinking of
3, 4, and 6.
3, 4, and 6 go together. Those are all tested in your 6 cardinal fields. 7 is the facial, and that can go. 5 and 7 can go together
You can do like the cotton ball
if
on
you
her face.
do.
Smile.
Well, it's if you do the clenched teeth with your eyes closed, or like when you're speaking, because this is 7.
Okay.
So if you do the teeth and you're just like, and then you like shut your eyes, that'll check 5 and 7 at the same time.
Okay.
Which a lot of people pair those together. And then yes, you can ask them to smile, and that's the other one. Okay, so acoustic, I'm not gonna do the whisper in your ear thing, because frankly that would creep me out. But, so just close your eyes. Tell me right or left.
Right.
There you go. Okay, so she can hear the right or left. We can also do the tuning fork here, but I don't know if they're gonna provide the tuning fork, so just do the little snappy thing. Or you can be creepy and whisper in their ear. We already did the glossopharyngeal when I asked her to say ah and touch her tongue to the top. So she's already done 9. Vagus, she could do like a swallow test, so just if she can actually swallow, or you can have them like drinking a sip of water. So that would be number 10. Number 11 is going to be your spinal accessory. So I'm going to have you take your shoulders, shrug. Okay, put your shoulders down, shrug again. There you go. So you want both the regular to see if they can do it up themselves, and then to see if they can do it with resistance for spinal accessory. We already checked the hypoglossal when we had her move her tongue earlier, so that one paired with 5, 7, and 12 all paired together on that one.
Isn't it 9, 10, and 12 you pair together, you say ah and swallow, and that covers all 3.
Oh, I had her do, when I had her clench her teeth, I did the tongue at the same time.
Okay.
But that's why. Okay. You could do it either way. For the stuff that has to do with smiling in the mouth, do it in whatever combination best suits you. Just make sure you state the nerves as you go through. And then we're going to do Romberg, so I'm going to have you stand up. And then close your eyes. And she's going to stand there for 20 seconds and not fall over. So you can do hands by your sides, or you can do arms out in front of you. It can go either way. Alright, so 20 seconds is up. Congratulations, you didn't fall. So we can do, for the next one, for coordination, we can do heel to toe walking. We can do the heel to shin or the nose tip, the finger to nose. So I'm gonna have you do finger to nose. So come on here, touch your nose, bring it away. Fantastic. And then I do the heel to toe just because you're already standing. So heel to toe, take 6 steps.
And just for people who are watching this video, no. You had to pick one upper and one lower coordination one, and one upper and one lower sensory. So she just did an upper and a lower coordination.
Yes. I totally forgot about that. I just knew that I was supposed to do those two. Okay, and then for sensory, I'm gonna write something on your hand, so I'm gonna have you close your eyes, and I'm gonna write a letter.
S. A.
Yes. It wasn't that funky. Alright, so she got the letter right on the second try, we're gonna count it. And then we already did the dull to sharp when I did the check earlier, so that would have paired.
Which one wasn't included in the check earlier?
That's what I'm gonna look right now. It is with the trigeminal.
Which is number?
With number 5. So we combined number 5 and the sensory with the soft and sharp and dull stimulus. And that is it.
Yay. Except for you have like 5 more to do.
Except for I have like 5 more to do, but that's it for neuro. I hate you guys.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I get to be the guinea pig. Okay, so for cardio's easy though. Because we just do aortic, pulmonic, herbs, tricuspid, mitral, and then what else? There's something.
So can you show us where each of them are, just for reference?
60 seconds apical pulse. Oh, and then S1 S2. Stop it. Okay. I don't think.
Wait, Casey, can you point to him one more time with the paper down, just so we know which one's which?
Oh yeah. So we're looking at aortic, pulmonic, herbs, tricuspid, mitral.
Okay.
There's something else we're missing though. Oh, the dorsalis pedis and all the different pulses. So we have to do. Do we have to do all 5?
You have to mention them.
Oh, we just have to mention them. We don't have to
That's
actually
not-
do them. Okay, so we've got temporal, carotid. Carotid, I'm sure she's gonna ask because we can't do those at the same time.
Yeah.
So carotid, you just have to do one side. Radial, apical, unless we already did the apical from head to toe, which most of us are gonna do the apical.
And we're not actually counting the pulses, right? We're just filling for a pulse, or what? And for symmetry?
Yeah,
You know where it is.
Okay.
yeah, and then femoral, popliteal, dorsalis pedis, and posttibial.
Brachial.
She doesn't have brachial on here. Oh, she does have brachial on here. I lied. I'm a liar. Okay. Does anybody know where the spot is for the posttibial? Because I don't really do the posttibial.
Yeah,
Around the ankle.
Is it?
the calcaneus.
Yeah.
It's like that soft
On
spot,
the
right?
inside of the ankle,
Behind your
no, inside of the leg.
Inside.
You're
On the
supposed
inside.
to- look, I'll show you.
Okay.
Because you're supposed to, when you're doing the
Cushiony spot
you
there.
get down, you
Uh-huh.
go down like this,
Uh-huh.
you do the, whatever this
Dorsalis pedis.
and then you go around right here.
Oh, okay. Okay. Got you. Thank you. Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna try this so that I don't totally screw it up. A little bit. Here's your pencil. Okay. So we'll do the carotid. We'll do the cardiovascular focus assessment. So first, I'm gonna start by listening to your heart. So we're gonna do
Mhm.
Like that intercostal space.
There we go. Do aortic. Pulmonic. I think she has us flip for herbs because herbs is technically a listening for murmurs and murmurs are low sounding, so I think we use the bell side for murmurs, not the diaphragm side.
Can you say which intercostal space it is? Just for the video. I know that.
I don't know which
Second,
one.
third,
2, 3,
fourth,
4.
and
Yeah.
fifth, I think.
Is it?
So aortic is what?
Or second,
Herbs
herbs
is
is
third.
tricuspid is 4th, apical is between the 5th and the 6th intercostal. But you have to
Yeah,
say
the
left
mid.
of the sternal border also.
Yeah, mid-clavicular.
Why am I doing this?
Well, you do
how
it
you
in
learn.
the
You're
signals.
doing great.
We're learning from helping you.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Okay, so wait. All right. So we're doing, so we got second, flip, third, and then we come down for tricuspid, tricuspid.
Nope, other side.
Where am I?
It's
Right
a
there.
little
It's a little
Right.
higher up. It's basically where her
Right here.
boob is.
4.
Yeah. So 4,
And then fifth would be like underneath.
5.
Yeah.
Okay. So 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I would have never remembered that.
You just have to remember if it's left or right.
Yes. That's what threw me for a second.
Mhm.
So,
But there's only one to the right.
Right.
yes. Yeah, it's just this guy. It's
Right.
just your. Okay. So, aortic and pulmonic are in 2. Herbs is in 3. Tricuspid is in 4. Mitral's in 5. Okay.
Mid-clavicular.
Clavicular.
Mid-clavicular. Okay. Alright. Okay. So we've got aortic, pulmonic are both in 2. Herbs is in 3. And then tricuspid, which is right under your boob, and I can't hear it anyway. And then mitral. Okay. So 4, 5. Okay.
And if you can't hear it, I think she said that's fine. It's just you knowing the spot you're in. Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say because I can't hear her tricuspid through her clothes. I can hear her mitral because it's bounding, but like I can't hear her tricuspid at all.
Something strong heart.
That's what it is. Okay. So then we would do pulses. So we do temporal. So temporal. Is carotid the next one?
Yeah.
Just work your way down.
Yeah. So temporal, carotid, other carotid in theory. Brachial, radial. What else am I missing? Brachial, radial.
Are we supposed to be filling these at the same time on both sides?
Yes. you're supposed
Besides
to
the carotid?
Yes.
Okay.
So we go down bilaterally, so it would be brachial, radial, so that way you have a good idea of which pulse is on each side.
Femoral, but I think you just.
Yeah, we just have to mention.
Okay, femoral, and then popliteal, and then dorsalis pedis, and post-tibial. Post-tibial. There you
Now, is the popliteal, is that behind the outer, or is it, or
Behind the knee,
Behind
on
the
the
knee.
inside.
On the back of
inside.
it. Literally.
on the inside, right? Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I come around this way because I have no feeling in this hand, so she can't see where I put my fingers on this side, but I can actually feel it on this side. So that's just me. And I think so we had the symmetry of pulses. The symmetry of pulses you would have done as you did your assessment. We already checked edema when we did our head to toe. The temperature of the extremities we checked when we did our head to toe, but you can check the legs. I mean, if you so chose, but you really would have checked the legs when you checked for edema on the full head to toe. And then we already did cap refill, which obviously we can't see because she's got nail polish, but regular cap refill. And then as part of the focus cardio, you would assess for like clubbing or disformity or anything of the nails. And other than that, that's the full cardio. Whoa.
Boom.
Yeah.
Hey,
No,
this is take blood pressure in both arms.
Huh? That's not on here. I call bullshit.
It's just in this one.
It's in the lab
The lab manual.
that we don't use.
Take blood pressure in both arms.
Yeah.
Not that we have to. I'm just letting it.
Well, and that's what I was trying to figure out. Because like, it's not the 60 on here, but it's the 60 on the regular. So I'm wondering if we have to do it.
If it's not on this
No.
list that you're going off of, I wouldn't do it just because I feel like they're going to be grading off of this
Yeah,
list
they're
directly.
there.
But April's always here.
It does.
The April's always 60 minutes. Yes.
But if you're aren't
Yeah.
we doing that in the head to toe though?
Yeah.
We do it in the we do the apical in the regular, not in the cardio focus.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what keeps her on.
Because if you do it in the regular,
On my phone, yeah.
you can be like,
Is that what you?
Okay, so shoulders should be this.
Where do
should
we
widen
have
than this. Okay, thoracic expansion.
thoracic.
So what is the 99 thing?
Oh, that's what that girl was showing you.
It's the
Okay, so
vibration.
Put your hands.
Do you want to go show her?
I don't know if it's the front and the back though.
It says front. It says front and back, and I know where to put it on the back, but like for a female, I'm really not sure where to put them on front.
Sorry, you go.
Just kinda like
That's
up there.
99.
And it will you still feel the full vibration too, right?
I don't know. 99.
Yeah, you feel the vibration.
99.
There you go. Say 99.
99.
Okay, so
And you can feel it.
99,
You'll have to check the hand clicker, but I'm pretty sure
99.
about that.
And you're feeling that the vibrations are bilateral, equal? Okay.
Yeah, thing.
It's still red.
Not as red.
Red.
Not as red. This morning it was like, whoa, look at me.
For the auscultation, I don't know that I know the bronchial versus vesicular
Okay.
well enough to go through them.
Do you wanna do this one?
Yeah,
I don't know
you
the
wanna
whole
see it?
thing. I just know the sound.
Dude, I have a list.
Yeah, no pressure. You can. The bronchial.
Do you want to show us where like all the
And then-
sites are?
Well, because this is bronchial.
Yeah, because the bubbles go up.
Yeah,
So it
so
makes
bronchial vestibular, because vestibular is peripheral.
Yeah.
So you're around the bronchial.
So bronchial,
Mhm.
vestibular.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's the same on the front and the back.
Okay.
So
Isn't there bronchial and vesicular? Like
Vesicular.
certain parts of those that are both?
There's bronchiovesicular, yes.
Yeah.
And then vesicular.
And that's
And
where
then
they
vesicular.
mix.
But that's just right here? Or,
I thought that was down here.
vestibular.
I know, but there's some that are like
Vesicular.
BV, like bronchial
I have a
vesicular.
picture.
Do you
Bronchial.
really?
Yeah.
And then there's vesicular.
picture would
and
be
then there's
nice.
It's
bronchial.
been a while.
Because I remember she put up that thing on the board that had all the little B's and V's and they were all
I
red
have
and
that
blue and I
somewhere.
don't
The
remember.
bronchial is just located
Yeah,
right
those are
here,
the
because
bronchioles.
you think
Close
it's
to
a
the bronchial.
sternum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, so I
So bronchial,
bronchial.
bronchial, vesicular, and then vesicular.
So bronchial is just right here?
Okay.
Bronchial,
Bronchial.
vesicular.
It's not
vesicular.
super helpful, but.
Bronchial,
Oh, yeah.
vesicular. and
There's like
vesicular.
4 little ones in there.
There's like 1, 2,
Okay.
Yeah. So bronchial,
Yeah.
bronchial, vesicular, vesicular. And then it's the same on the back.
The back's different. You want to see the picture?
Oh,
of that?
son of a bitch.
The back, there's no bronchial.
Yeah, the back's the same. The areas are the same because you're over the same body parts.
There's just no bronchial,
There's just
obviously,
no-
up here.
Bronchial.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You don't listen
Okay.
to the cervical spine.
Okay. Got you. That I got. Okay. Okay. Well, we're gonna go for it. Why not? Okay, so for the focused respiratory assessment, we would look at the rate. So the respiratory rate needs to be in between 16 and
20.
Okay. If she has any use of like any accessory muscles, so if she's gasping, typically you'll see that with like people that have a lot of fluid buildup. They'll use their accessory muscles. You'll assess the thorax for symmetry. I'm gonna say she looks relatively symmetrical, but we're gonna find out, guys. So we're gonna do the anterior posterior transverse diameter needs to have a 2-to-1 ratio. So that means this should be approximately half of the size of this. So 1, 2, which I'm gonna say it looks approximately like it looks like a 2-to-1 ratio, and I think we just have to say that it's a 2-to-1 ratio. So then I'm gonna have you lean forward. I'm gonna palpate the thoracic expansion, which would be the V. This is really odd to do in this chair. Can you like scoot forward just a little bit? Oh, okay, that works too. That works awesome. So we're gonna come down here, take a deep breath. And hands are gonna come back together. So the expansion is equal bilaterally. And then we're at the same time gonna do the tactile fermentas. I butcher this every time. The 99. So we're gonna feel for the vibrations.
99. 99.
Do that again.
99.
Okay, so go up higher. Like stay in between the shoulder blades. You're alive. I'm not worried about that. Okay, 99.
99.
Okay.
99.
I can kind of feel it down here, but because of the breast, I can't really feel it. For a male, you'd probably be able to feel it better. But I'm not gonna totally grab her boobs to be able to do that. And then we'll oscillate. So I'm gonna have you sit back down. So I'm gonna do the front first, and then it would be those same spots that we talked about before on the back with the make the Christmas tree. So I'm eating my hair here. Deep breath. And every time I touch, you're gonna take a deep breath. Fantastic.
Can you lift that, please?
I think think this is where they want us to vocalize.
And then you'll do the same ones.
Bronchial.
And you have to say that you're listening for the same
Yeah.
sounds on both sides.
Oh, okay. So I'm listening for the same sounds on the same sides, and then it would be so bronchial, and then bronchiovesicular, and then bronchiovesicular, and then vesicular on the sides.
Those off confused.
And then
Can you
for
do that again, that vesicular, vehicular, the bronchial?
We're gonna be like that. Do we want to show them on the back? Do we want to like flip it around and just show?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and then we're next.
We're next.
Yeah.
Oh, son of a biscuit. Okay. So then we would go. So then would it still be like bronchial? Vesicular. So it's
Just
No, bronchial, vesicular. Are
bronchiovesicular.
closer to the spine, and then when you go out, they're vesicular.
So
Easier
bronchiovesicular,
to remember those?
bronchiovesicular, vesicular.
Peripheral. So you're over the bronchus or you're peripheral.
Okay, so the
So
bronch,
bronchial vesicular is over the bronchus.
okay,
Mhm.
And then vesicular is peripheral. So it's around it.
okay, we're next, but we're recording a practice for us.
All right, we're coming.
2 seconds. So bronchiovesicular. Still bronchiovesicular or
Yeah, it's just
vesicular?
like the bronchiovesicular is just
Kinda like
two
down the
middle.
spine.
Okay, so
Like
this
two on
is
each
too
side.
far.
Right, that's
vesicular.
Okay, so this is bronchiovesicular, vesicular, vesicular.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's only one bronchiovesicular on the back, and then
Well,
we
you
have
can do, like,
vesicular.
I think
Yeah,
she
you can do,
said
like,
Vesicular, vesicular.
two on each side, like
You do too.
Well, yeah, no, that's what I mean. There's only one group on the back that's bronchial, vesicular, and then everything else is
So you get
vesicular.
your bronchial is right here,